Alright, they remade it.
Okay.
Copy it and paste it in arcade.
LOL honestly goes to the side of the waters.
People are such trolls, they keep trying to jump in a game with me.
Cack.
Oof. So Inferno for sure said the hell with this.
Is Inferno one of the 4 teams that can't make it for sure?
No, Inferno's team is here. They're just missing Inferno.
Bro, I'll hop in their game, bro. I'll hop on their team. Play with Valk real quick.
That's a good
Where's
one.
Epic?
Epic is right here. Hi.
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 Bro, Lord Chifaro is so bad, but ASAP's so good. Poor
They got knocked by
poor-
me.
Use doo-doo. Use doo-doo.
Be bold. It's gonna be intense.
Alright, big plays, boys. Big plays.
Got that boy Juicy and all of them.
I was like, kick GS, kick lights out, and he's just like, no, I'm gonna kick you. And then we just going, no, you, no, you, no, you.
Say yes and you.
Okay, so Wildcard has their full squad, PSG has their full squad. Okay. Alright, let's make this
Ooh,
one.
so lights out, wild card, Zen Gamers, and GS are confirmed. RK I think is maybe confirmed.
Anybody quit yet? Because this sucks so bad. Looks
Inferno.
everybody's in here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Inferno.
Inferno quit.
We might have a
Inferno
full 80
quit.
here.
Team 11, team captain did. He quit.
Rip.
They're showing
Inferno
hard.
quit.
17-5.
They're showing hard.
Inferno.
Wait,
Yeah.
we killed Flip's team? In the first game? I didn't know that. Mr. Flip messaged me because he knows me off of Twitch.
Oh man.
Feels bad, Inferno.
People are like, I feel sexually harassed by this password.
Larry, what is your avatar frame?
That's Conquer.
But that's
It's a Conquer frame.
Ace. No, it's Ace.
Oh
frame.
yeah, no, it's Ace. Yeah, it's Ace. I'm talking about my profile thing.
Oh no, that's
No, you- That's
What are the
that's-
people in Team 6? What's the like gold star and then the gold diamond? What's the difference between those?
What?
Well, one's a diamond frame.
No,
gold.
Oh, that's gold.
there's a gold and a
I'm
crown.
the only one here using a bronze frame.
I think Lady Shafira is. I think that's the 8 or the crown frame, and then Echo is the. Or no, Shafira's gold frame. Echo is crown frame.
I got Fight Club. I got Fight Club frame.
What's Fight Club frame?
If the Fight Club frame is what you get when you win a melee only arcade. They're like super rare. Me, Inferno, Shady, and Valk all had a
Can you
We
still
have-
do that?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, the heck?
They're just, it's just really rare to get melee only. We had a melee only in Fog, which was even more fun.
That's awful.
Melee, we were laughing our asses off. It was so fun.
Damn it. Couldn't even finish the
I like how Wicked took the whole game for him to recognize that it was me after we played together for like since the start of the game. He was he he goes, okay, oh, that's why you were tryharding so much. Wicked's picture, he's literally holding a grenade.
Yeah,
Etchy.
Yeah, bro, he might. I don't think we should go to LA. I think he might bomb us, bro.
I saw.
Starting in 2 minutes, he said.
Terrorists up in here.
Yeah, the only person missing is Inferno.
That day.
Literally. The only one missing. Rage quit.
Everyone else is a full squad.
Oh god, he's the only guy that actually didn't give up on this tournament.
It was bad, man.
If we get second place, I'm pretty sure we're in. Or if we get top 3 at least. In
We're gonna have to ball out here.
You guys want to go off this game? Hot drop, kinda.
I don't know. I feel like we haven't quite secured a spot. If we get another good like 200, 300, 400 points, we could definitely get in.
Yeah, let's play it,
Let's play
like we did game 2.
Yeah.
Game 2 and game, yeah.
Where did we
play-
land? Where did we land?
We landed up by Rozak. We saw a bunch of other squads.
Oh,
Looked
yeah.
out to flooded town,
Yeah.
and we were lucky.
Oh yeah, I remember going back in the stream and seeing literally 7 squads there.
I know.
And we were like, yeah, no, fuck this.
Wait,
Yeah,
Diablo
I'll drop
here?
real
I
fast.
haven't seen him this whole time.
Alright.
Alright, here we go.
Last game of the day.
Let's get it.
Match is starting.
Legendary last game of the tournament, for me at least.
Yeah, I don't know. I got this.
Yeah, this is your last game.
Yep.
And then you get to watch
Wide
us.
open.
Well,
Bro,
it
this
was
playing
fun.
route is Zoofy.
It was fun playing with you guys, but I'm gonna go off this game.
Here we go. We moved up to 5th. We're 110 points above. We have
So we're in
110
fifth place.
points above 6th. 5th place for Group A, I mean.
Volk freaking talking in ultra.
I can't hear anybody. Oh, I just got a notification from one of my other discords. Make sure to go to PUBG Mobile and vote for Team 8.
Yeah. This playing route
Alright, we have
is Zoofy.
1,015 points. Where do you guys want to go?
This playing route is
Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark.
Do you guys want to try to get a car and go Novo? Do you guys want to go Novo? Back to our old stomping ground?
I feel like that would be
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
All right, we need to get a car then. We could probably get a car around by shelter. Around by
No, there
this
should be
area.
one in Milton.
It should be, yeah, you're right. This car's in Milta. If it's a hot drop, well,
I goes, Pachiki. Like, we're actually gonna go there.
jump now, jump now.
Oh my god, what? It says we are re-hosting the game back out.
What?
Bruh. What?
We were re-hosting back out of the current game. Oh shit, we got dropped. Oh.
Are you guys gonna quit, or do you want to believe it or not? It is GWAP.
I feel like
Yeah.
There are other teams that might not see this. This is gonna suck. This is gonna take a while.
yeah. Yeah, Exclusive just said that most teams won't see it. It should be like no, there's a team on here.
God, just
Should we play it out? I don't know what to do. I don't want to quit.
yeah, the room got dismissed.
Yeah, so, but a lot of teams are going to keep playing over the next like 30 minutes, not knowing that the room got messed up. Not everyone has the Discord open when they're playing. Dang, I landed on M16 too.
I'm gonna go draw. Bye, they said they're remaking
What's the
it.
plan, guys?
Oh yeah, they're telling us to leave the room.
Yeah, I left.
I'm just pushing. I'm like practicing. I see a guy over here.
Oh yeah, they're killing themselves. Man, watch this be our best game.
I've got a couple kills already. This would have been amazing.
Who have you killed?
God, we're wrecking people. I wish this game counted.
There's another guy at this house right here. I'm going to.
Yeah, it said people got kicked after the match loaded.
Knocked out Valkyrie.
Oh, good thing this game doesn't count. Good thing this game doesn't count. I got killed by game
Just
investment.
messing around anyway.
He got lucky. Oh, GG game investment.
It was power banging. Some world, they're keeping going. They don't even know that shit's happened.
They just get told that like the match is starting. That's in the transition.
Alright.
Yeah, we're
How
in
have we
fifth.
done so far? We came in 5th place.
20 kills. Holy
Great game.
fuck!
And then
Had to wipe RK real quick.
Oh man.
I think it's like top 7 of each group will get in. I think.
Chad's out. Feels bad. He knows he's not gonna get those 15, 20 kills.
Honestly. Oh, Juicy said they're gonna finish the round. Huh. Yo, one more game. What's that Matrix wasn't the stream, but I can read the comment now. Yeah,
I think they just wait.
Yeah, they get the second game that we just didn't count. So
Did you guys just hear that?
what?
Did you guys just hear that
What happened?
on the stream?
What happened? Not watching.
Both Seven World Gaming and Powerbang, they're like, so who would you go for as a surprise? And they both went us. They both went Insanity.
No.
Let's go.
They're both rooting for us.
Oh, hey, because of that conversation. No way.
I had a level 3 grenade.
Starting here, I believe we are just starting to restart the game. So give us a couple more minutes.
This
maybe
man said he got a level 3
do whatever you want.
grenade.
Go real quick, come back, get yourself some water, get yourself some juice, and we'll be here. Trust me, we'll be talking about guns. PB, what's one gun you have not seen that much of? Mine was gonna be the DP, but
So far, have been great. So many hard shifts, but it doesn't really matter because it's created some excellent results.
Absolutely. A lot of gun skills on display today. It's all about who can rotate the fastest, who can whip out those guns, hit fire, aim down sights quick, and ultimately finish some firefights and get their team to that final circle.
not only that, and as we saw from Group A, the first game, somebody was actually able to beat the kill record with 27 kills. GameStars came in hot. Now, are we going to go ahead and see that? Because this is the last match for Group A, right? Are we going to see people being more aggressive, not so passive? Or are we going to see team being more passive? After all, we will see the leaderboard here in a little bit and kind of get a side which teams need to go ahead and push it a little bit more, which teams needs to go ahead and actually look for kills, not just for placing, because that will come into play. If you're just tuning in, for every kill, you get 15 points. So please keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because at the top of that leaderboard, we can see that there are teams that have pretty much already punched their ticket here to the live finals. GameStars and Lights Out, especially with the amount of kills and points that they have racked up, are looking absolutely solid at the very top.
GameStars coming in with 46 kills, Lights Out with 37, and look at that, the difference between those teams with everybody else. Zen Gamers coming in with 17, and Wicked Gaming there with 20 kills in 4th place. Now keep in mind, in the last match, Wicked Gaming's team was only playing with 3 players. Their captain wasn't there, so will their captain be here for this next one? And now what I want to go ahead and see here is their killers. They have a wonderful and just a super skill squad. I want to see them just go for kills and also go for placing, because they need it if they want to go ahead and be here in Los Angeles, October 20 to October 21st.
Absolutely.
Are you
There's
kidding
a lot of teams here towards the bottom.
You guys
of the pack
see
that
this?
really could
What
put
happened?
some aggression into their gameplay today. If you look at the middle
Group
here,
B will play
Taser
right
Base,
now.
Luis
Group
Kern,
A
Bearish
will
Killers, all of them hovering around
play
600 to
after.
700 points.
Really?
And those guys really have an opportunity right now to leapfrog in front of a very packed field in Group B. So those guys all need to kind of play a little bit aggressively here and stack up some kills.
I think that divide is definitely between the 6 and 7, 900 and 710 points there. That means that 200-point gap as an opportunity for some of the teams lower down the card to be able to just kind of rise up and maybe knock some of those spots off. I think 1 through 6 seems pretty secure right now, unless something catastrophic happens.
Yes, or unless they maybe die at the beginning of the game, which that would be just insane. Something we haven't seen happen to kind of those teams. But now, are we going to see, for example, GameStars always goes to George Bull, regardless, right? Are we going to see some teams go and challenge that? Because we haven't seen one single team challenge them. We've seen Lights Out get very close, but I'm pretty sure they don't want to go ahead and engage that early on.
Well, I think something that I want to ask you guys, and no pun intended here, but who is your wild card team? Not wild, because Wicked Gaming's already up there in the 3rd place.
Sure.
But who are some of your teams that you think might be able to qualify through down towards the lower portions?
So I think for this game, we were looking towards like Luis Kern and friends. They've been really eager to get into the action today. So yet they're a little bit out on the cusp right now. Between the two groups combined, they're probably sitting just out of the bubble to be able to qualify. So I think if they push the action and are able to actually secure some victories in those squad matches, I think they might be able to get in.
I'm looking for a team, a huge underdog here. They might not qualify, but I want to go ahead and see their.
Oh my god, imagine that game open and the entire being able
Please,
to
go out, just get some kills.
Yeah.
Go for it, please.
I feel like you just want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings again. I feel like
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah, no, well, maybe they'll qualify. We shall see later on down the line as they're going to try and rack up the points as is before from all of these teams here looking to get it. Remember, it's 15 points per kill, not 15 kills per point. That would be crazy. And make sure to join us on Twitter as well with the hashtag StarChallengeNA. Tell us who you think is going to be able to prevail here and make it through into the live finals. All important. And a big thank you to our sponsors as well. Samsung Galaxy Note 9 is joining us along the road here.
Guys, read Discord. They're saying who's in and who's still out.
I love this stylus.
Absolutely.
G is still in, 11 is out, 12 is out, Team 5 is out, 14's out, 2's out.
So much better. It's because the screen is actually bigger. So, and I'm not just saying that because the sponsor. I actually did it.
16 is out, 20.
Final thoughts before coming into this game?
Oh, I'm looking for a strong response here from Lights Out.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna. They know that they got their record taken away from them. I think they're gonna come out hot. I think they know they're gonna qualify, and I think they want PB to just rip the shirt and just show the Lights Out jersey.
You're flaring him up.
Maybe. You're getting me fired up here. Can we see 30, boys? Can we see 30? All right, let's get it done.
That would
Game
be
number
nice.
4 coming up here pretty quick. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And everybody watching in the chat, everybody watching at home, what do you think? Who's going to win? Let us know in the comments. We'll be actually shouting out some of your names. So type it in, whether you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching it, let us know in the comments right now and also via Twitter.
Yeah, and a team that has been kind of quiet but kind of stoic and getting things done in this group has been Zen Gamers. They got second place in the last game. We haven't talked about them too much, but they're getting it done.
Absolutely. Zen Gamers has been impressive. They've got a really good squad, and they've been crisp on their rotations. They've been winning a lot of their gunfights. Unfortunately, they've just died to a couple of squads where they just got outgunned in that last little engagement. But overall, they've been really well positioned this entire time, so credit to their squad.
Yeah, consistency is
I'm
huge
guessing you
key
guys
here.
saw
And we
that
want to go ahead and see that from games. And as we've seen the games just go on and go on, we see what teams are going to be more consistent, how teams are going to go ahead and play it out. So I'm really, really looking forward to which team is going to
I'm still loving that.
As I mentioned this, Derek Killers, they have an insane squad. I want to see just better places for them. I believe in them.
Yeah,
Diablo, maybe one of my favorite players in mobile. So Diablo, if you're watching this right now, come on, baby, step it up. Put them in the backpack. Carry them.
No pressure. Thank you very much, guys. It is time now as we're going to get into our final game here in Group A. This is for all the marbles. Who is coming to the live final? Who is going to rack up the kills? And who is going to rack up those points to find out which of our teams is going to make it here? Gentlemen, take it away.
They're
definitely.
So,
PB, where do you think GameStars is going to go?
We got to play good now. We got to.
Russell.
I'm joking. It's North Georgia pull. They're going to North Georgia. I don't care where they're flying in. That is their territory. I'd like to see the rest of the playing.
We have like 110 points above 6th.
And yeah, I want to go ahead and point out Skirm and Friends actually controlling.
Wait, do you know what point of the streamer was on? I want to see
high
it.
placing. They could actually go ahead and make it in the top 15.
Like how many minutes ago?
Looking really good as well.
You see how they have 8 kills though? Skirm's got 8 kills.
Oh no, it was exactly like
so far.
That's true.
So they placed high, but I just don't see them placing high enough here to secure the points.
Sounds good. And over here, pretty much last minute man, right? Last minute man currently sitting at 1 kill, missed with Wolves currently sitting at 0 kills. GV sitting at 0 kills. I want to see those teams with 0 kills. Are they gonna go ahead and try to just, you know, get on the actual leaderboard?
My man Chad, right? He's the PC legend. Currently, his squad has 0 kills through 3 games. I want Chad, if you're watching, let's get it. Let's get some kills.
Come on.
Let's do it.
We believe in you.
Let's do it. We believe.
You can do it.
We believe. I want to see this happen. I really think that he can get it done. Speaking of some teams in that middle of the pack,
the guy goes, VSS is literally an SMG
anything else that
sniper.
you're looking for, you know, surprises here.
Surprise.
In troll chat, someone's like, is this the VGS tryout channel?
Together. I think if they actually
we're going like rock, paper,
going
scissors.
for it a little bit more, they might be able to.
I say rock, paper,
so
scissors.
I'm hoping that they're actually be able to pull it
and
together,
someone got
get
grass.
good places and get good kills as well. I'm really looking for that team. How about you, PB?
You know, I would have to go with Winsanity.
Winsanity. Ooh.
Winsanity. They've been solid. I did check out Winsanity the other day on social media, and he's been pretty skilled with the grenades, lobbing them through windows. getting them kills.
Are we gonna see some
Wendy,
some
he talked about your
Kobe
grenade
throwing
throw.
it? Come on, can you imagine? I actually have not seen that yet in this tournament, and I have seen it in previous tournaments where somebody is able to destroy a full team with just one nade.
When they've got
Can it
that
happen?
couple people knocked in a building, they're cuddled around, like, you know, trying to pick them up, and then a nade come flying in, and then that's that.
It happens. It happens. We don't see it often, but when it happens, it is just absolutely magical. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is guns. And just a heads up, the game will be starting here. I believe we are just starting to restart the game. So give us a couple more minutes. Maybe if you need to go to the restroom, do a number 1, go real quick, come back, get yourself some water, get yourself some juice, and we'll be here. Trust me, we'll be talking about guns. PB, what's one gun you have not... Also, please don't loot in the middle of the street or you might end up dying. And if you are a driver of a car, please keep in mind the vehicles are not amphibious. If you end up going into the water, more than likely you are gonna go ahead and drown and die. So please don't be a noob and end up sleeping with the fishes. Please remember, grenades can be used both ways. You can use it to kill enemies, but if you hold it for too long, you might just end up blowing yourself up. And when you are traveling throughout the map, please keep in mind to watch where you're going, or you just might end up looking like a pancake. Now that you have not died to cliffs, please make sure you do not bring a pen to a gunfight, or you just might end up getting killed like this and having somebody telling you to sit your butt down. Now that you have been killed a couple times, you might want to go ahead and stay inside a building in a bombing zone, or you might end up being a doofus and dying to one of those bombs. Well, if you have made it here, I definitely have some trust in you, so make sure whatever you do, try to stay inside the zone. If not, more than likely, you might go ahead and become a noob by dying to the
Wait,
zone.
so are we going now or
And if
not?
you are in the zone,
No.
please heal up in
No,
time,
Group B is
or
going
that
first.
might happen right there.
They
Thank
just
you so
said,
much
is
for
everybody
watching.
ready?
Now let's continue
VS2
No,
with the start challenge.
That's right. Thank you very much, Seven. And
I don't know
of course,
why.
plenty
He's-
of things
he's not
that can
one of
go
the-
wrong in PUBG. I know I've had my
Yes, he's not an
fair
admin.
share of mishaps as well. But actually, even on Sandhawk, there are some spots where you can kind of like drive across the rocks. The water is so shallow, which are really cool, and I guess something that's going to be developed a little bit more in PUBG Mobile as people figure it out on Sandhawk.
Yeah, and that is something I recently noticed as well.
That's
That you
a
mentioned.
toughie.
You don't necessarily have to use the bridges. You don't
It's a
necessarily have
toughie,
to
man.
use the actual
You have to be
boats. You
16
can just go ahead and
years
drive your car through those little sandy areas and get to the safe zone faster. Now, the problem with that is
Apparently the people
you
in
are
Group
not
B
so good
aren't
at
ready.
driving. Not gonna mention names.
The people in Group B
You
aren't
might
ready yet,
actually
but
end up,
G-Wop
just
said,
flipping your
he's
car
like,
over.
hey, you're expected to be ready the whole tournament.
Absolutely.
So
That is
get in
something
here.
that you pointed out, that
Think of
not a
most
lot of
people
folks on
aren't
mobile have figured out exactly where those low-lying areas
Right.
are, or rather high-lying areas are
I
in
see
the water.
that.
Sure.
But yeah, the cars can go across there, and that's really going to be interesting to see how that develops on mobile, as most players have only had a week or two to experience the map. Now, I have found a couple of places where I thought might be a little deeper, and I've jumped off some cliffs or off of a ledge, and thinking I'm going to be submerged and hidden from my opponents, and I'm standing, kneeling in the water, and it's like, oh, hi. So, yeah, a little bit surprising for sure. It's going to take some time to figure that stuff out.
And just based on for that, I'm actually gonna mention Cave, because Cave.
Oh,
they're going to
Wait, did they say while we were in the game?
You will have to go ahead and jump, pretty much leapfrog, and if you don't time it right, you will end up hitting land, and yeah,
Group B
it's not a good way to start the match. A lot of rankings
No,
are gonna be lost there.
I mean, let me talk about some finishes that I've had on Sandhawk where the final circle is on Cave, and you've got somebody above, somebody below, and you're like, what am I supposed to do now?
Right.
these weird situations occur. You're like, are you gonna come down?
Right.
Yeah, and something that people might not be so used to, what happens is I notice on the kill feed, a lot of people just jumping off cliffs. They might not notice, and all of a sudden you just see the kill feed, I'm like, oh, that poor fella.
Yep, exactly. Up in the northwest part of the map, there's that mountain range. I'm not sure what kind of a name it has, but the cliffs are pretty substantial up there. And they're actually, you know they're tall, right? But they're even deceiving when you're standing on them. You think that that ledge is, you know, I can jump that and survive. And either you miss or you take 3/4 of a life bar worth of damage.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit deceiving how much of a treacherous drop that actually is.
Absolutely treacherous. You stole the words right out of my mouth, because it's not like an Erangel where high cliffs are normally accompanied by water and it's a safe landing. It's kind of more like a Miramar where you have those high cliffs, and unfortunately, there's no water to save you. If you're going off, and it's gonna hurt. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
It only happened to me a couple times. That's why I kind of try to stay away a little bit from Miramar. I have died way too many times from just jumping off certain places. So yeah, it's Sandhawk. Let's just go ahead and stick to Sandhawk and Erangel. Although Miramar is great for sniping, and I know somebody that just loves sniping there.
I do like sniping, and I've been trying to practice on Sandhawk because it's a more of a condensed map, a little bit faster pace, a little bit shorter lines of sight. And Miramar, you know, give me a sniper on that, and I'll just go stand out in the open and let's fight, let's gunfight, let's go, you know, back and forth, and we'll see who comes out on top. But the Sandhawk is a lot more difficult, right? A little bit more intimate, and a lot more assault rifles and submachine guns being used on that map. But I do think the snipers can definitely still be viable.
Dang, they fist bumped it. They fist bumped. And they said, when Sanity.
Favorite spot on Sandhawk that you like to
Alpha,
they love
Bravo,
us.
Charlie. Because it's kind of for me, it's the middle ground between going boot camp, which is insane, and getting some good loot with about 5 or 6 people, and I think I can take that kind of fight. So I am just getting word, though, by the way, whilst we're having this conversation.
Have they figured out which team's going yet?
Because
I'm getting kind of bored.
Slightly, just to keep you guys informed as to what's going on at home. We want to keep you fully up to date with everything happening.
They've already
whilst
got
Group
the
A
room
is being
and
formulated and
password.
resorted out,
So it's
we're
probably
going to
be another
move on to
30,
Group B
45
here
minutes
as
if we
quickly
go.
as possible. So we're not keeping you guys sat around
I
waiting
think I could
for
eat
the
right now.
action to start again.
I'm getting
We're
kinda
gonna get things going. So thank you very much for your patience, guys, whilst
Like, I'm
tuning in
starving
here,
over.
as sometimes these things happen, and we're trying to get through it.
I got a bag of
and have
M&Ms.
some fun here on the desk as well. So we're going to look at
I'm
Group
just
B,
fat.
gentlemen. So far, so good for teams like Team Gates and Team G25.
Absolutely. G25 going out a little bit early last round for their liking, those guys taking them out. But Team Gage, G25, those guys, Team Hectic, the first 4 teams mentioned, all 4 have been doing extremely well.
Which one's
Chinky Bandits getting
Nick?
some action there with
Nick at
automating the crew. We've got Underrated, the crazy drivers of the group. We've got the Girthy Dingoes, Marciano Gaming, Hammers Esports, and Daylight.
That's true. And now, going off that, we got Lady Hammers, Frectopia, Team V Gaming, Team Claytano, which we actually saw some action there from earlier, Powerpuff Boys, Team Vandy, you go Team Vandy, Just Some Dudes, Team Firefox, Rectify, and Soon, which as well, Soon was able to go ahead and sneak some kills there in the last match. So I'm looking forward to see which one is going to go ahead and come out on top out of all these teams. We have seen Team Gates already win 2 out of 3 games. So can they get 3?
Maybe a third. That would be very nice. I mean, with the group as it stands, they do look like in strong contendership to actually get a third if they really want it.
Absolutely. I do think that they are the favorites of this group for sure,
Yeah.
especially given that they've already put up 2 victories, and they didn't really have a strong position to fight from in the first game where they lost Carnage early. They fought the whole game with 3 members and still managed to pull out a victory. In the last game that we just witnessed, again, lots of hard shifts in the zone, really tested a lot of players' gun skills, and as you can see with Kodo, Sam, Carnage, as well as Rolex, the captain there. Definitely.
Look, I'm gonna go just try to get something to eat.
I love how this guy's talking trash to me. He's like, man, I should have replaced you. I was like, I bet I could kill you, bro.
You know, I felt
That's pretty interesting.
Definitely, those guys are all some of the top.
Sometimes people just want to go and be pure savages, and Kanoha here just doesn't know exactly where he's getting shot from. His teammate realizes it, his teammate backs up and just tells him, you know what, just stay down. And G25 here just getting destroyed by Richie. Richie being able to go ahead and clutch up a lot in this last game. So who will actually be that guy to go ahead and clutch up in this next one? And that's, we're talking about that guy actually getting some kills right there.
Absolutely. That guy was really, really impressive that game, along with Richie, kind of carrying those guys to a really solid third-place finish.
I really hope like about 10 people just tuned in and listened to that sentence and they were like, what is going on?
It could be a likely case that we actually see that zone with that plane path. That would be weird, and I would.
And it happens. It has happened. We have seen it before. We just haven't seen it today. If it happens now, oh my gosh.
That'd be some scary power bank hours right there. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I thought you were going to go a different direction. I thought you were going to say there, and then maybe, oh, a nice Stalber circle or something.
That was my number 2.
Oh, really?
Yes, Stalber is like my close second there.
Okay.
I like that circle.
Do you ever drop that?
I do on occasion, and in squads, I always try to tell my squad, hey, let's jump Stalber, there's some good loot. And they're like, nah, I'm not really Stalber. And I'm like, come on, guys, let's do it.
All right.
Try to implore them to jump there with me.
Well, we are almost there, guys. Remember the dates that are going to be coming up for the final as well. On October 20th and 21st for the finals here live from LA. And you can check those out at youtube.com/PUBG Mobile. Probably going to be on twitch.tv as well /ESL_PUBG. And you can check out all the action that's going to be going on. Brought to you by Samsung Galaxy Note 9. For now, we are almost ready to go into game number 4 here for Group B. This is once again for all the marbles in this group. Gentlemen, take it away. Talk to us about the video game.
Thank you so much, Kalaris. This is going to be the final game for Group B. This is the 4th and final participation to get to the finals. That is going to happen next month. We're taking a look at the map here, and again, we don't know where the plane path is going to go just yet. We do know the spawn and point of interest is in the far southwest corner of the map, so people, in order to get a flare gun this game, are going to have to go quite out of the way, as I don't anticipate a hot drop west of Primorsk.
Yeah, and as we talked about, I want to go ahead and see what those teams that are not currently secure, what are they going to go ahead and do right now, right? Are they going to be able to go ahead and just push it a little bit more, or are they just going to go ahead and play safe? And look at this.
Look at the plane path.
It's kind of like the completely opposite of what we were talking about earlier.
Absolutely. It's like maybe we have a final circle at Sarki in this game. That's what I'd like to see. Switching my opinion now, we are no longer looking at that military island final circle. I want a final circle at Sarki in the northwest corner of the map. But for now, we are going to see a lot of teams drop off here. A couple opting to go to Primorsk. It looks like Ferry Pier may be a destination as well. Those guys going to be dropping over to Primorsk. We also see, we have a split on, looks like Team Soon here. Again, they are having a hard time coordinating and staying together. These guys are hundreds and hundreds of meters apart, and they look to be going, well, P90 Princess is still on the southern island.
Team Soon, the chemistry.
Jesus, their team chemistry is
so bad. They are not following each other. And one of the things actually here in PUBG Mobile that we have not mentioned for you is you can actually follow your
teams doing in B. They haven't, every parachute, every B game, they haven't followed each other. They literally split apart like it's a solo game, and they get absolutely destroyed.
Absolutely nobody.
They haven't even got top 10, and they've only, the most kills they've ever gotten was 5.
As far as concentration, high-level gear. But you know what? Maybe P90 Princess, she didn't get the memo. She is the memo. She is going to go down there and loot up that entire island herself. So maybe she is the evil genius here,
from game
and everybody else is just crazy for going north.
I hope so. She will likely be level 3 out of her mind. Now the thing here, right? I feel like it's just a mental thing. I feel like people just don't want to go to it because the plane path was right there. So more than likely, people thought that, hey, if we go there, there's going to be a lot of teams. So you know what? Let's just go back a little bit. Let's not do that yet. And talking about Pachinki, we got 2 teams here, baby. Hammers Esports. Not only that, we also got Rectify, who's gonna come out on top. And just passing by, Power Pup Boys decides to just say hi as they pass on a car with absolutely no loot.
They say hi. We're gonna head off to the northwest and look at the circle, ladies and gentlemen. It is going up to Sarki. It's going to Georgia Pole. This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. The chaos chaos, the madness, people dropping in the southeast portion of the map and the central part. Holy cow, everybody's got to rotate. So it's going to
There, you
be
see your
people
chat.
to get cars and rotate early, as they know nobody's going to be up in Georgia Pole, nobody at the hospital, nobody at the crates.
Guys,
This
we're
is
just
going to be
waiting
a
for our Group B to
prime
finish their
possibility here to get up.
So we have a
now, one thing
decent
I do want
chance
to
to
point
see
out
how many
is
points we
a
need to get.
consistent drop every single game so far for Team Gates has been Novorevnoye down in the southeast portion. Now, they are the only crew currently on that southern island. That squad is going to have to travel an awfully long way. They are 2,500 meters out from the edge of the first circle. So they may not be able to sit out in the zone as long as they would like this time in order to loot up like they have the previous 3 games.
Yeah, and that was something you actually beat me to. I was just about to mention that. And we also noticed that not as many teams now, they realize, hey, they're going to land there every single time. This is more than likely. This is the top team currently of this group.
I just realized on stream, Wynn's watching the PUBG Mobile one, but then his stream is 5 minutes delay also, so if you're watching off of his game, you're literally watching it 10 minutes behind everyone.
Here inside of Lipovka over on the east coast,
Live.
grenades, mollies, smokes, all kinds of stuff flying through the window here. They're trying to get a leg up on their competition and ultimately survive an early encounter in Lipovka. This is not somewhere where you often see early fighting, but in this particular scenario, these guys are trying.
I just jumped into chat and said hi, Daddy.
And move on to better loot.
And G-Bane knows that there's somebody out there, and look at this. Rewind is just pretty much waiting with a shotgun. He's looking at those stairs. He's using that third person to his advantage. He doesn't necessarily have to do anything, and as we're seeing here, we actually see a team 12.
Pachinki Bandits with Hotted.
Moving up to the location you said, this is gonna be insane if it actually happens. BB and Alchemine knows that there's somebody out there. Is he gonna try to go for it? Is he gonna try to just challenge
really
that person as he seems currently moving
lagging
a little bit? Hopefully we're able to see Trolling and Thunder currently pretty much in a location where they're just waiting for their teams to go ahead and come by.
Yeah, underrated.
They're just firing at the wall. I'm not sure what he's shooting at, but hey. Uzi's into the wall from point blank. Sometimes that's what you got to do.
Yeah,
to get the job done, I guess. He knows he's got somebody upstairs, perhaps trying to spook him into jumping off the roof where G-Bay is waiting to receive him. So that is going to be treacherous for sure, trying to jump off the roof. As you can see, we've got G25 and Hammer Women. The females here in, it looks like Yasnaya Polyana. They are looting up. They've Hammers. The females have the apartments to their name, and it looks like G25 is looting these small little houses, so perhaps loot and equipment advantage to the Hammer ladies.
Yeah, and as always, are they gonna go ahead and get some action at the start of the game like they've done before? Quantum over here already with the tier 3 armor. Is he going to be able to use that to his advantage? That is huge, especially at the start of the game. And Danikin's right there, just trying to get closer to her teammates. More than likely, they might have heard some footsteps. They might have heard some shots.
They're grouping up, aren't they?
Yep, they are grouping up. And as you can see here, interesting plays there by Twinkles as he's starting to pretty much surround them and try to flank around them. Danikin's currently actually alone. Just nowhere. She's in different buildings. She would actually have to cross that whole path, which at this stage, when a team is like that, you don't want to do that. And look at this action right here.
Oh, he gets shot. Oh, no. I'm Rewind's going to get taken down by UR Thunder. UR holding the second floor of the building. I'm Rewind has jumped out the window, and it is going to be some action here early in Lipovka. We are going to shift our attention now to Milta, where the rest of his squad has rotated to Milta Power. And unfortunately, they've left their teammate behind, and he is going to be taken down here. It looks like he will be finished off by UR. Underrated, getting an early kill here, while Metalcore and his team are looting up at the hospital.
Hospital indeed, and we also got Power Pup Boys nearby, and not only that, we got Hammers Esports also nearby. Now, the good thing about here Hospital, right, is that it is currently in this zone, and one thing I want to point out as we're looking at the map here is look at Team Gates. Team Gates is just pretty much waiting it out. Now, they could go for a boat trip, right? They could just pretty much go up the ocean, something that we kind of saw Wicked's team did earlier in the game. They were down a man from the get-go, right, and they wanted to go ahead and pretty much go for placing. Now, it's something that worked out really well for them because I believe they ended up being 4th place, so something we might go ahead and look into if they decide to go ahead and take a boat and just wit it out a little bit.
Iron Sight's still here for PRG. Z from the Pachinki Bandits. They're up north, all the way up at Zarki, trying to move out, taking the warehouse here. They notice they have company, though. Looks like Soon is up there as well, minus P90 Princess. P90 Princess has made her way to Gatka, but she has not quite yet met up with her squad. We'll see and keep an eye on that if that actually happens. But Soon is completely spread out all over the map. One member in Gatka, one member in North Georgia Pole, one member in Zarki, and another member out in between Zarki and shooting range. So really zero coordination.
See, they have no coordination.
As soon in this particular game.
Teams soon haven't done it.
Happening as they are quite spread.
Now, do you think that's something they might have done on purpose just so they can go and get more kills? Because they need those kills right now.
They're not even close to that, though.
That way they can come to LA on October 20 to October 21st. We will be live once again with the finals for the Star Challenge North America. So make sure you go ahead and tune in and look at this. Hammer Esports currently with the AK actually got fight with Powerpuff Boys with the AKM. Once again, Tier 3 backpack, Tier 3 armor. Huge,
I'm probably
stuff,
gonna like walk out on
stage
with Bowler
right now, and it looks like G25 has been
No,
getting
man,
into some
we're waiting
action
for
here
Ruby
against
to
Lady Hammers
Ruby playing
because
right now.
Renee has already taken some damage, and Danikins once again. I think it's interesting because her team is right in front of her, right, and she's behind. Is she gonna also come in there and help, or is she gonna tell her team to back up a little bit more? It all comes down to tactics, and G25 only has 2 players right here. Can they maybe go ahead and flank around with the other 2? Let's see how this plays out, PB.
Bullet shows up, and there is the full squad now for G25. They're starting to group up, and oh, wow, look at that animosity. Getting some shots off, absolutely. M16 ripping up Crypto, the leader there. Peeking too much, not using the peek feature, and gets absolutely destroyed. That is why you want that Tier 3 gear. It reduces far more damage than the Tier 1 and Tier 2. Those Level 1 and Level 2 helmets only reduce far less than half of the damage, while the Tier 3s 55%.
And look at that, Renee gets taken out right there as she gets caught peeking. Renee actually wasn't here yesterday. She was replaced by Irene, but Renee gets taken out. And look at this, Hammers, ladies, Hammers currently pushing for the action. They know they need the kills. They know they need the placing as well. Danikins is very close by.
Let's hope so.
Takes out Namasi. I'm loving it too. They know they need those points, even if it backfires. I'm loving the action here from the Lady Hammers.
And they're definitely not shying away. Knight taking a shot here from Twinkles, doesn't do much damage here, and strafes back inside. Oh, Nate's coming in through the door. Nice targeting there. Twinkles is going to throw that into the lobby, but it's not going to connect, it looks like. Kaboom. Great little animation there for you, but unable to connect, no damage done, and now we're going to see some peeking through the windows, trying to get position for the Hammer ladies here. Danikins, Knight holding down the fort. Crypto peeking, gets the knock. Nice job from him. Knight has to strafe back in and trying to get healed and picked up by her team.
That's right, and look at Quantum. Quantum's taking the high ground. He knows that they're going to be using that third person. Now, keep in mind, Lady Hammers is down 1 player, and G25 now has
playing with Derpy
here with them, and this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see who will be the first one pushing the action, who will be the first one going for the flank. They haven't noticed here. Danikins gets taken out. Knights gets taken out. There it is. Lady Hammers is
Derpy
out,
gonna be playing some
more than likely
war
not
together.
Be
Yay.
in the top 15. Hashtag blame Irene. My gosh, G25 just going in and destroying people.
Savage. Seven throwing the blade. Irene, who did not show up today for competition, subbed out for Renee, but they can still make it in by your votes here at home, so make sure you guys keep that in mind. But down to 19 teams, our first has been wiped off the board. 14 players have been killed thus far, but we've got some action brewing here between Iraqi Zoro's squad, and he's looking over at the male Hammers, and Vitali getting knocked from across the way. John with some great shots there, knocking down one of Hammers' members.
And right here, John OG7. I'm loving that name. What are they going to be able to do? Are they going to be catching somebody peeking through that window? Are they going to wait it out? And Shadow's playing it pretty ballsy here because he does not have a helmet. And talking about it right there, he gets headshot. You got to watch out. You got to make sure you have a helmet on your head. If not, it's going to be an easy knock for the other team. Now, Hammer Blue Balls is going to go ahead and just back it up a little bit. He knows that that team is pretty much just waiting for him. He knows that Shadow got taken out. Close that door now. don't stand too close to the door because they can go ahead and destroy it. Something to keep in mind here in PUBG Mobile.
That's right. Those wooden doors are really not all that thick. Fire a few shots through them, and it is curtains for that door. John OG pressing across the rift here, along with Godfly, and it looks like these guys are trying to press the action, taking advantage of a couple of knock players here from Hammers. They know they're on the ropes. They're trying to get the finishes here and escape from this engagement unscathed.
Right on, and look at this. He's just waiting patiently. He knows that he's not going to be able to pick up Vitaly. Vitaly's pretty much just going to go ahead and be sacrificed here. Now, interest, there you go. He gets pretty much taken out by Godfly, and he has great loot. Now, I think he maybe thought that somebody was there. Now, something that I just noticed, right, is Team Hectic is looking at this gunfight, trying to see if they can spot somebody, and that's a beautiful shot.
The finish, too. Nice finish there from Blue Balls. Very nice job. John OG getting some great kills, putting his team in a great position to make this push. Unfortunately, he's not going to live to see the end of the fight here. Let's check a replay here. John OG is looking in. Blue Ball is going ahead, sees him peek, and as he comes around here, gets him right on the tail end in a very quick decision to peek the corner and go for the finish before somebody else like Godfly jumps out the window to help.
And he is able to notice that, so we know there is one more person here left from Powerpuff Boys. Powerpuff Boys pretty much just being outnumbered here as Shadow and Blue Balls are gonna try to push him. He is stuck in that building. They do have a car nearby that they can maybe go ahead and take out Godfly, but I'm not sure he's gonna go for that. It looks like he just wants to go ahead and fight it out, which is good to see, right? I like seeing just them having the courage, even though they know they're outnumbered, they still want to take the fight. They still want to go ahead and do that. Now, as I mentioned earlier, as somebody in the chat mentioned, Team Hectic, Teal the Hidden Goat says Team Hectic is pretty much just waiting patiently in hospital and looking at this action to see when they're gonna maybe go ahead and move in, or if they're just gonna go ahead and hold back and then not shoot at all.
It's really, really good point here. They don't have to necessarily engage. They are in position to place very, very well here, but they know that with a poor placement in this game, they could hurt their chances of moving on to LA, as, you know, with both groups combined, they're somewhere in the middle of the pack.
And Miss Vixen's team is just doing some damage there to Team 17. Team Fandy, some girl-on-girl action here, as they're just getting some insane shots with the Car 98, and on top of that, the M16 as well. My goodness, you gotta stay away from the car. They're gonna try to blow it up, and look at that. Is that the M24 I see in action? It might just be.
Right here, we got that Car 98 from Wamp out looking towards the action here. Man, everybody is lit up over there. Randy gets popped there from autocorrect, finishing the kill, and it looks like he's peeking around the corner here, trying to get another finish. Low health for sure, but there is no denying Miss Vixen's squad from winning this fight here. That Jeep burns in the distance kind of as a symbolic symbol of what's actually happened here on the bridge.
And TV Gaming is currently shooting at that team. They don't realize, I think now they finally realize that Rectify is just pretty much taking notes. They are very close by. They know pretty much everybody's currently looking at that gunfight.
Check out the map here.
Go ahead and keep an eye on.
Look at this map.
This reminds me of yesterday's second game.
Teams, 19 of them getting into the circle. It has corrected a bit, and guys, I'm predicting a top of the mountain finish here, Mount Gatka. Looking at a lot of teams trying to secure their position on the top. We got some fighting breaking out now. Looks like Team Firefox is getting at it. We've also got Girthy Dingoes here who snaked their way to a 0-kill second place finish last game, again with 0 kills so far in this one.
And Girthy Dingoes are currently facing up Daylight, as Daylight Jasper is really pretty much right next door. They're neighbors, and I don't think they even realize it because they both seem to be camping. They both seem to just waiting out, and that's something that we talked about earlier, right? And also look at those guys. Those guys are smack middle of the bombing zone, so more than likely they want to make sure they are inside a building. And right here, Daylight Riggs, he knows his teammate more than likely told him already, there's some people in the house, go after them. Now this is pretty ballsy here because they more than likely are using third person and they might get shot, so something to go ahead and keep an eye on as Daylight Riggs now position himself right next to the window and starts using that third person.
Definitely leaving themselves open to grenades, as even if the other player, Jasper, was quiet, Riggs just made a heck of a lot of noise running up, so they're very well aware of each other's presence at this point. So we're going to have kind of a stalemate. The zone is encompassing this particular area of the map right now, so neither squad is in a hurry to move. You can see Buck Army off on the flank here. Here comes the nades. It looks like a smoke or a stun grenade is going through the window there. He lands the stun, and at this point is going to cross, very smart cross indeed. And you can see Riggs just able to see again here. DL Jasper goes in, and look at that, finishing off a couple of kills. Beautifully
He's gonna go ahead and push it here. He gets taken out by somebody just laying in the corner. He's able to see him. More than likely, he's gonna try to reload, wait for his teammate to come down, pick him up. Is the other team gonna push him? It seems like they wanna wait it out. That is interesting place. They know exactly where he's at. Nate, bro,
out the window.
Go for it. He's going for it. He backs up. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he has them. They're right there.
I don't think they realize where they're at. They're pretty much right under you. There you go. Jumping out of the window, getting there, look to the right side. That team just gave out his position. Daylights, you pretty much just sentenced yourself as Nate Bra is able to go ahead and take a mount.
He comes in with the 1897
He shot the shotgun so slow.
The circle has moved. It isn't going to be on the mountain, it looks like.
Did you see that, Larry?
This is one of those really peculiar zones, because right now it is
took him like
the unknown. Is it going to go north?
Like 5 seconds to shoot the next one, and I was like,
right there, Nate Bra did exactly what we were expecting him to do. Jump out of the window instead of going down the stairs, making sure he locates that team and just finish them off as they were trying to pick up each other and heal up. Interesting plays there. And PB, something I want to mention out here. You wanted a circle pretty much south. You have one up north in Georgetown. Completely the opposite here.
Absolutely. With the way that plane path was, this circle I'm actually liking a lot. The way it's kind of shaping up, though, we're really going to see some chaos here. It's going to be really interesting to see how teams handle this. Very curious to see how those guys are going to progress into the circle here. Will they stay up on the mountain? Looks like they just visited a crate and picked up perhaps a crate weapon here. But Richie leading the charge, going into zone first, doing some scouting, and looks like Underrated is going to chase them off the mountain, firing some shots here with the M16 under Richie. The holographic sight, that's a big ask.
Yes,
try to land those shots from that distance.
That's a big, you better be on fire to be able to hit some of those shots, honestly. And especially with the holographic side, which lately, I've been actually enjoying it. Have you used it lately, PB? Because after the new update, I don't know why, but I think it's a lot better for some reason.
Really? I have not noticed. I haven't used it much, and you know, we'll have to see moving forward. Maybe I'll try it out.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to test it out, especially with the AKM and a silencer. I don't know why, but that right there is delicious. And Team Vandy currently has somebody down.
We've got a big fight shaping up right now in the South George crates. We've got 2 of the top-ranked teams in Group B. We've got Lights Out, that guy and his squad. Those guys taking on G25, and they're in adjacent warehouses. Grimes stands up, lands the shot with the Kar 98, receives a shot himself. Both of them trading at this point. Neither team is suffered a knock at this point, but that guy with the M24, that guy is one of the deadliest snipers out there. So look for him to land some key shots here.
And not only that, Godfight is nearby too from Team 2, Powerpuff Boys. He's still alive, and he actually has Hammers Esports chasing him. The battle that we are gonna go ahead and have here is insane. Godfight could actually come and disrupt G25 as they are getting shot by those guys. And look at this new zone. It's still nearby. The zone is gonna go ahead and start moving in. Team 15, which is gonna go ahead and be Gertie Dingos, trying to get into the safe zone, as well as Team 13, Team Firefox, trying to get there. And look at this, Fractopia, Bobby Plays. No, actually, he is somewhere near his teammates. Evo YT, very close by. Now, they have Team 12 up against them. Pochinki Bandits, as always, close. It seems like to be close to Pochinki there for me. And we did notice somebody as well with the ghillie suit, which might come into play. We see it come into play earlier.
Check this out, Fractopia coming down the hill here. They've got their Jeep, but they are being stared at by, looks like the Pochinki Bandits. M16 single fire action, taking down Fake Star Snipe. He goes down to the M16 of Kanoa. Been on point so far with his aim so far this tournament. More shots being landed. He gets a few more. Everyone is weak. Knight with almost no health remaining. Evo getting popped. Can he land another? He gets another knock. Kanoa absolutely shredding right now. Bobby Plays with very little health. He is getting popped some more, trying to get the revive. Oh my goodness, is he going to be able to pick him up or not?
I don't think he is. What he would actually go ahead and do, this is pretty much when you have to sacrifice your team, right? If you're for some reason not able to pick him up, just use that Rich. Use that little.
They got to get some smoke
back
out right
a little bit more. Yes, or that and looking nice. Just putting in some shots, making them know, suppressing fire, giving him enough time for Bobby Plays to go ahead and pick up Evo, and that's exactly what Bobby Plays does. Great teammate there, Bobby Plays picking up Evo, and I think he's also going for Star Snipe, even though he hasn't healed up himself.
Look at this development, though, with the zone coming in behind Star Snipe, and as well, the Cheeky Bandits. Now Audit and crew has to move out up the hill, so they now are out of zone, having to work their way towards, not out of zone, but they're right on the edge with no cover.
That is true, and look at this. Thunder picking somebody up at the top of the mountain. We wanted to see some top of the mountain action. Well, there you have it, and we do have a new zone, and underrated is pretty much 250 meters away from it, so they gotta watch out for that. You never want to get caught just coming down that mountain, because it can be very, very interesting. I'm loving this overview. And look at Team Hectic. Team Hectic has not moved a single muscle. It looks like they went to take a nap. More than likely, they're going to have to move now.
Let's take a look at this map right here. Team Gates, Team 1, right in the middle of the final zone in the strongest compound.
I'm looking at the map right now. Team 5 is so screwed.
They're going to be owning the circle for the time being, but where will it shift? Well, who will be out in the open? Notice it's still not decided. It's directly 50-50 whether the zone is going north or south of that water. We'll have to wait and see.
That is very true, and if it does end up being there for Team Gates, it is a huge position as Potato Sammy is able to look at this once again.
The exact same.
Yes,
Tony all by herself in the Wizard Tower, the Sniper Tower across the way here from this compound. And again, Carnage, Sam looking out the window, and they are going to get the knock this time. Where is their team? Nowhere to be found. You can't split up and expect to take on the likes of Team Gates. Rolex and crew are absolutely just ruthless killers. And
it's the same spot.
Tony here.
And this seems like a replay here just from the previous game. Look at that. The AWM is into play. Will Team Gates decide to go ahead and go for it, because they are very close, but they gotta watch out because there is people at crates. And look at that. It appeared that somebody was actually going for that crate closer to Team Gates. And Team Gates, as you mentioned, just in a strong position there, especially if the circle comes near them.
Look at Team 3, that's Team Hectic, way out now, still in the hospital. They've been there the entire game. They're going to take a lot of damage here.
They will.
They're going to take a lot of damage. They're in the zone with the cars, and they're going to be trying to catch it. But in order to do this, they're going to be lit up coming into the zone against like 3 or 4 other squads. So they are running a big risk here, trying to play the edge game with the long side of the circle. But it does look like they go north. And wow, this is crazy. So we've got Hammers now in some fighting. Where are we fighting at?
That is
Potato Sam is down.
Against, they're fighting against Team Gates there on that compound. I think they want to go ahead and secure that compound because it is huge. Shadow is currently down. Blue Balls pretty much just waiting patiently. He knows that he's by himself.
Oh,
now he's getting shot from the back. Jump in there, boy. Come on, man. I told you, you got to start working now. There you go. Enough. Just as he was about to get shot, and there you go. Now we got Team Gates pushing up on him.
And there it is, finally, decisively north the zone goes. It is now above the river, and that is bad news for Team Gates here, as they will have to rotate out of their house and fight their way there. We've got Hammers contesting them. It looks like they will get the better of the player from Hammers that was peeking. Metalcore killed by the play zone. And that was kind of to be expected here for Team Hectic.
Yeah, not sure there what
how much people are left
doing as they decided to wait just a little bit
longer. They had all game long to rotate from hospital, and somehow without being contested.
Yeah, it's 47 alive, so.
It happens. You know, sometimes you got to be a noob like I showed there in the video. Sometimes you just end up dying to the play zone. It happens. And look at that. Actually, not only Metalcore died to this zone, it was, I believe, Remix as well. Wow, Team Hectic. Wow.
So great position right now for the Pachinki Bandits. Hodded has got his crew on that ridge right in the middle. By far the best position for this final zone. You're going to see a lot of long-range rifle play here as multiple squads move in. 14 teams still alive. And this is crazy. It's a 400-meter diameter circle right now, and 14 teams still trying to compete for it.
So. It is, and look at those guys right here. Truly getting some pressure by Team 16, which is just some dudes. Just some dudes have a person down. They want to get those kills. We already know everybody wants those extra points, and not only that, they have Team 18 TV Gaming, Miss Vixen's team coming up on them.
Grimes is on the push. He's got a player on the ropes. He gets the kill, but he's also possibly going to get knocked. He hides behind the tree. Man, that was awfully close.
Wow.
Swooshman getting a nice little retaliation fire on him here. And then we've got another member off on the side. Now we've got those guys, Dinky, taking aim on some players on the hill. This is where it gets chaotic, guys. Everybody can see everybody at this point. We've got an outside zone, very little cover. Grimes getting a finish here. Swooshman is peeking behind the rock. He's low. I can't tell if he's knocked. Man,
I think he is knocked. He is knocked right there. Now, something I want to go ahead and point out is one of the teammates from Team 16, right? From Just Some Dudes, G15 had a clear shot on Grimes, and he decided not to take it for some reason. And look at that, Ray able to go ahead and knock down Bobby Blaze. Once again, if you're just tuning in, if you get knocked down, your team can still pick you up. They have a little bit of time to pick you up.
At this point in the game, it's just too risky to pick people up unless you've got some serious cover, and that's what we're running out of at this point. Regani here with the Uzi at this point in the game. That is impressive to say the least. Play zone starting to play a factor. Players getting knocked. We got Bad Boy taking down Wamp here. Wamp with a brilliant game so far. Swooshman and squad taken down, and that is going to be the end of their squad. We're down to 11 squads remaining at this point. Again, the zone has shifted again, gone down towards the river. This is chaos. No one is in it except for Team UR across the southern side. Will it go back? Will it end in the water? Where is this zone going?
It is, and look at that. Josh B goes down to the play zone. A lot of people going down to the play zone here. Once again, I'm not sure what Team Hectic was doing there. They had so much time to just go ahead and position themselves in a better situation. And Grimes just going in right now, pushing up, coming out of those smokes like a freaking champ, and knocking some people down and sending them to the lobby.
It looks like we've lost track of Team Gates as well. I don't know that they made it into the zone. Not seeing them here on the map, so they may have been one of the teams eliminated. We are down to 9 remaining. It looks like those guys take control of the hill here. They've got the Hotted boys up on the top of the hill here. Pachinki Bandits, they are on the run. They are low. Grenades coming out. Grimes taking aim. They know they're at the tree. There's nowhere else they could be. There is absolutely no cover here.
And
well,
here goes the grenade.
Into play.
There goes the grenade. They notice that. They hear it. They back up. It is actually a smoke grenade, which gives Grimes cannot time. Grimes starts shooting at the tree, expecting somebody to be there. There you go. Beautiful plays by that guy. That guy knows that somebody was gonna start pushing, and this is the best thing.
PRC on the smoke. Denki finds them, but they're gonna have to hide because they are being seen by everyone surrounding this hill. They have the high ground, but unfortunately zero cover, and there's people taking aim at them. We've got it looks like Marciano Gaming pushing their way in. P90 Princess with her military island drop away from her team is still alive in the zone, but can she wreak some havoc here? From behind the squad here, they finally see her, they knock her, and that is gonna do it for her. Marciano taking her down.
She decides there to switch guns during inside the zone, and wow,
Grimes with the snipes, landing them here on underrated. They've got 3 vehicles. Beautiful play by them to have so many vehicles for cover in a zone like this. It looks like
right in the river.
Running around trying to get their play zone, wreaking havoc. Marciano goes down. P90 Princess goes down, and we are seeing a zone in the water. Oh my God.
Just to get range, just hide in the river.
Here in this one, those guys seem to have the best position at this point with the high ground, and they've got part of the berm to work with. Grimes trying to get some snipes, and it looks like Denki is doing work as well. Smoke's going to come into play. People trying to get across the river. This is the key moment. Oh my goodness, Regani is in the water. He is down.
Taken now there by Denki. Denki being able to go ahead and put some
3
steady
teams
shots.
remaining. 3 teams are left. We've got those guys underrated, and we also have Soon, who, despite their unorthodox strategy, still have a member left in Gabe. He is hanging out in the water. It looks like Dinky's aware of where he is. They're going to be trying to possibly throw some grenades here, but they know this zone. Man, we're just going to have a long-range gunfight here to finish things off. There is no way.
We are. There's no way everybody just jumps into the water, which I have said before. Gabe is money just waiting patiently. He just has to swim. He knows that everybody's currently fighting each other, underrated against those guys, trying to take each other out. And
I love this guy in the water, though.
I'm surprised that those guys have not decided to blow up that car yet.
They can't peek long enough in order to get these shots off because they don't have a lot of cover. Nice shot there from that guy. If he gets another opening, he is going to land that shot for the kill. That guy does not miss when he's
just imagine he wins the game. That'd be hilarious.
Thank you with that insane insane aim, and look at Grimes.
Oh,
Grimes
so
knows he has to
smokes.
get better positioning here.
And there's only 3 rocks in the middle of this zone, and Grimes is pushing for him right now. Oh, nice shot from Grimes there. Beautifully done for those guys pushing for the water. We've got somebody in the water from Underrated. Trollin goes down. 1 player left for Underrated, and it is G-Bay. Everybody else appears to be knocked, and we still have that guy finishing off Trollin here. Zone's coming in. Those guys get position, looking for lights out. That guy to finish him off. You see him in the water there. Look at that. He comes up, and G-Bay is down. 2 people remaining. Soon, we've got Gabe his money. 3 players left from those guys' squads, and this is going to be a victory for those guys, unless Gabe has a real big trick up his sleeve here. If he can fire bullets under just pretty much surrounding him here.
There you go. What an insane finish, especially with that final circle, as those guys are able to go ahead and clutch up that win. My goodness, 13 kills. Now look at this. Soon, once again, 0 kills, 2nd place. That is insane. Absolutely. That is not the first time we've seen that a 2nd place team got 0 kills. Hey, some people just got to go for placing, right?
Absolutely. Wow. One thing that we're going to see here in this replay are these 3 rocks on the shore of this particular final zone. That was the only cover that was to be had, and Underrated again. What a, I wanted chaos in the final zone, but this was too much for even me to handle. We didn't know if we were going north or south of this river, and we get a nice, easy finish there for those guys. And
Larry, I think that was Nick at Night, because people were saying Nick at Night, good swimming,
bro. A lot of players, those last couple of circles, when you don't know if you're needing to be north of the river or south of the river.
Plus, he didn't even have to eat.
They just announced the
Indeed, that was just a fantastic finish, though. I mean, the way those guys played it in the zone, they rotated north early. They got the short side of the zone, finished a couple of key firefights. One thing I want to point out is Team Gates. We missed the action early on, but somebody took them out. Could have been Underrated. We have a replay here that might have caught some of that, but they did not finish in the top 8.
And then we also have G25 here taking out Lady Hammers, as Lady Hammers was just outnumbered. Right there, once again, Shadow just getting taken out because he did not have that any helmet to cover his head, and Blue Ball's just coming in and being able to go ahead and make sure he at least gets some kills for his team. And autocorrect once again. Oh my goodness.
98 though.
Somebody, they give that man some.
Oh shit, epic. We can't do this with 3 people.